I picture Piquet Tishala enjoying his moment on stage, asking people to live whatever they are doing through a song. Wemwana saumfwe kokwimba, watishala waleli shaleli. His presence, even though he couldn't see it, pulled men and women from different backgrounds, sectors across the country. With the arts driven directly from their hearts, made each and every member of the crowd enjoy every moment, from the rhythm to the dances and expressions. This reminds me of a story that my grandfather would tell me. That Piquet would brag of turning a funeral into a party so long he was given a chance to play. Like any other member of his band, he knew exactly what his role was, despite him having to talk about issues that ranged from education, love, wisdom, entertainment, and culture, to mention but a few. What a level of professorship he portrayed through music. The thought of it takes me to a picture of him on stage where he would perform and dramatically dance in style just so he could not get away from his mic he could not see. That was a legacy of a brand created from a single band, but yet for centuries his music kept playing. What a legacy of a brand. What a legacy.
Yes, guys, good evening, everybody.
What a legacy of a brand built with an acceptance from an audience it was made for.
This is my younger brother's
that preached redemption in different formats, but yet managed to.
That's my younger brother's poetry right there. Yeah. Fantastic, guys. Good evening, guys. It's good evening, everybody. Let's conclude. Good evening. It's good to see you. Of course, Movita, hello, good evening. Thank you so much. Wednesday, it's good to see you. Good evening. Good evening. George, good evening. Fantastic. Mr. Mlonda, waiting for a gift. Fantastic. Let's look at Sinyama Movita. Happy last end of 2022. We hope for the best. 1st January 2023. Fantastic. Thank you so very much. We hope for the best. What an amazing year it's been. Esther Smuchinga Kalaluka. Good evening. Fantastic. Fantastic. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Let's end this year in style. Let's give some presents to some people. Princess, of course, guys. Let's go. Let's give some presents to some people. Good evening. Good evenings. Good evening to all of you. So tonight is a very short night, but it's going to be a long night for some of you. Partly because some of you are not going to sleep up until midnight. You wait for the countdown. All right, so I want to share a few things with you, and then I'll do some giveaways. It's been an amazing year. It's been a great year for all of us. It's been a year full of ups and downs. We won some battles, we lost some battles, and of course, we are grateful to Jehovah God that we are still here. We are alive. A lot of people have left us. So we are here because of His mercy, and also because of His undeserved kindness. So we are grateful. I want to tell you that, earlier this year I got tired of paying people to share my posts. I used to pay people's pages, can you share my post? Now, one particular guy that pissed me off a lot was a guy from Nkani. I don't know, there's a guy, sometimes you could send money to him to share an article or a post, and this guy will take days. Sometimes you have to keep texting for the whole week. I paid for that advert. I paid for that. No, I'll do it. So I got tired, and just other pages. So I said, okay, fine. Sometime in June, I said, okay, let me start my own platform. Let me start my own platform where I can share knowledge freely without having to stress with anybody. So sometime in June, I decided to start a platform, and I was thinking about a name to give it. So I was thinking, should I give it? What name should I give it? Okay, I'm gonna give it my names. But again, I was skeptical about my names, partly because I did not want to be associated with politics because I'm a Lusambo. So I was thinking at the time, Mr. Bowman was all over the news. It was everywhere the place, and at the time, using my actual name was not a very good idea. So what did I do? I said, fine, let me just say Shadwick, and I'm gonna say chartered accountant. But because I did not want to be associated with politics. That's how come, some 6 months ago, this page was born. Of course, it's something I made sometime in 2021, but I never used it up until this year. That's when I made a decision. After that guy from Kani, really disappointed me. He's a very nice guy. He's a very nice guy. He knows how to share stuff. But I just felt like I was wasting too much time making payments for my posts. I'm trying to share knowledge with people and I'm paying for my articles to be shared. But again, I'm supposed to be calling the admin to share, even when I've paid. And I started my own platform. I also wanted to share knowledge so that my friends here can be able to interact with me freely. And for the past 6 months, we have grown on this platform. As of today, we are at how many followers as at now? So as of today, we have grown to 5,757 followers with 3,100 likes in the past 6 months. So we're not too old. We are a 6 months old Facebook page. And we have been grateful for your support and for your amazing feedback, constructive feedback. You guys have been amazing. You come here, you use your own bundles, your own talk time, your own time, you share our posts. So I see what you do. All right. And I'm grateful. I'm very, very grateful. I've been encouraged because some of you have become a source of comfort and strength for me. We get bullied a lot here. Sometimes people think when you come here to talk to people about success, they say, are you a rich man yourself? Are you rich? Are you a millionaire? Are you a billionaire? What are you? And then sometimes some people say, you just want to make capital out of us. Some people would bully you for nothing because you're sharing knowledge. There are some people who just hate on you. Sometimes somebody will just inbox you badly, and things like that. And some people just will not just like you because you come live and talk to people about progress, and they just don't like it. So it's not easy to come and stand in front of amazing people like yourselves. So I'm very grateful to a lot of you who give us constructive feedback, constructive criticism. Sometimes I've been criticized and I've reflected and I've seen my mistakes and I've worked on those. And sometimes I've been criticized unnecessarily, but either ways I've learned my lessons. So I'm grateful to you guys. There are some posts I've made that I've received messages from couples, people older than me, and they've told me, thank you very much. You've changed our lives. I've been invited to different homes this year, guys. I have donated a lot of clothing to a lot of people in private. All those donations are coming from you. Some of you have donated a lot of clothing, a lot of shoes, a lot of, a lot of resources. And I've come through, some of you have donated in private and have come to your homes and have collected and have delivered to some people. And the next week, we are still delivering more of the clothing we've been donating to other people who are less privileged. So you've been a part of this platform. You've helped us to grow. You've helped me to see that better is possible. So I strongly believe that together we can accomplish great things. So I am deeply grateful for your unwavering support. One thing I stand for from the first day has been that better is possible. I have shared my story and I have told you I consider myself a successful person because I am coming from a very, very terrible background. I'm coming from pushing a wheelbarrow, from eating one bread for 4 days. I buy on Monday, I'll be eating the whole week just one bread. Right? I'll be waking up at 03 to go and push a wheelbarrow with farmers, those that bring candle and stuff, That's when I go and offload, you know. So I'm coming from a very, very sad background, you know, a background where I was constantly worrying about rentals, sleeping on a calendar, worrying about food. And now I can afford those things. I don't even know how much minimum costs now. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have to think about minimum. I don't have to think about rent. So I say I'm not a billionaire, but I consider myself successful because my life is not the way it used to be. And looking at how I've progressed from a nobody to somebody who can afford a life, I'm grateful. Poverty is bad. I told you that I lived in a house with my cousin who was getting married, and I didn't know that my cousin was getting married. There was a wedding. I had no idea. So poverty makes you a nobody. Even your family members, they won't count you. It's not a good thing. So looking at where I'm coming from, I was motivated to start writing articles, to start sharing knowledge. So that maybe somebody in my shoes, some poor guy like myself, maybe can learn something from my little knowledge. Maybe can change their life. So I have nothing to be so much proud about, but I'm just grateful that God has helped me to change my life. I saw an opportunity and I committed myself to hard work. And I'm here. A guy like me never thought of having a car. To be honest, it wasn't on my mind. I didn't think about a vehicle, not once. It was not on my list of things I wanted. All I just wanted was food, just to eat well. Because I ate food, not because I wanted to eat the food. I just ate food because it was available. It's not what I wanted to eat for many years. So that kind of life is not a good life. So the purpose of opening this platform is just for me to share my knowledge with those that want it. I know I'm not for everyone. I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for somebody who wants to grow, somebody who may be in my situation like myself and say, you know what, if this poor guy from the village can make it and can begin to do fantastic things and can stand in boardrooms and I can train company directors from big institutions. Guys have been hired by international companies and have trained big company directors in this country. A village boy from the streets pushing a Uber. And I stand in front of big guys. I stand in front of prominent people. Every single time, every week, I have an important person to meet. I never dreamed of anything like that. All I just wanted was just to work hard for a better tomorrow. And it worked out somehow. So I strongly believe that all of us have got something to offer. If only we apply ourselves to greatness, we can do great things. Tomorrow is going to be 2023. And I keep reminding my friends, what is it that's going to be new about your life tomorrow? As you are dancing tonight, what are you dancing to tomorrow? That's what I was asking my friends. As you are drinking, as you are dancing, what are you dancing to? What are you willing to sacrifice for a better tomorrow? What are you willing to sacrifice right now? Because today you should have known something that you need to change in your life going into tomorrow, to sacrifice something. A poor guy like myself sacrificed something. I sacrificed something, guys. I've sacrificed a lot. I missed out on a lot of fun. I never had a relationship. I never had any girlfriend. I'm not saying you shouldn't have, but there's something I had to sacrifice for me to change my life. There's always something you have to sacrifice. Find it. It could be time. It could be just a relationship because sometimes they may be bringing you down. It could be some family members who are just toxic. Just let them be. You have to sacrifice something to get to where you need to be. You have to commit to greatness, doing something beyond normal, beyond average. So as we go tomorrow, I'm just want to remind my friend that look at a poor guy like myself. I am not a millionaire, like a billionaire or something like that. But I consider myself a successful person because I am no longer pushing a Uber, or at least I'm comfortable. I'm able to go into any shop and buy what I like. I'm able to buy any car I like. Cash, no loan. That is beautiful. That is amazing. I love that. I'm able to go and eat at a place I like. And tonight, I'm going to giving away to follower of the year an opportunity for them to go to a hotel of their choice in this country and have dinner for two, because I can afford that. And I'm going to do that tonight for somebody. Right now, I'm doing that for somebody on this session. So somebody's going to go with their loved one to a hotel of their choice and have a fantastic meal as a way of me appreciating them. So I'm coming from a place where I was not able to afford a proper meal. I could buy bread, just bread for 4 days. Guys, I ate bread every day. That was just my food. Bread and sugar for kwacha. Today I can afford to go to a luxurious hotel and eat what I want and give. Every time I go to a hotel, I leave not less than 100 kwacha to somebody at the hotel as a tip. So a friend of mine once told me, but why do you always leave money when you come? And I say, it feels good to have an opportunity to give somebody something, because I never had a chance to give anybody anything meaningful. I always wanted to have a chance to help somebody, to give somebody, so I can also do something meaningful for my friends, for my family. I didn't have that chance. I was always wishing and hoping that one day I'm going to give my mom a 50 kwacha. One day I'm going to give somebody just 100 kwacha. I was hoping for that, but now I have a chance to do that. So I'm using it. I'm giving somebody something at least every single day. My inbox is always full with messages. Those I can afford to help, I help. Those I can't, I say, wait, I can't. So having a privilege to help somebody to move from rags to a better place gives me the comfort, gives me the courage to come here and talk to you people. So there's nothing really personal for me. Like I said, some people may misunderstand our mission on this platform. Our mission is not to tell you what we have or what we have accomplished. Our goal is to help that person who wants to change, that better is possible if only you commit yourself to greatness, you put forth the work. Because everybody succeeding is doing something. I prayed for years for a job. I would wake up in the night, my cousin is sleeping and I'm crying in the night. I cry myself out. My life changed when I saw that, you know what, I have to give God something to bless. And then I started giving God things to bless, and God really answered my prayers. Sometimes I was fought. Sometimes I saw things I've never seen in my office. Sometimes even your relatives, some of them will use juju against you at times, and then they confess at the end, no, we did this against you. I've had that kind of a life where some of my relatives are even using juju against me, and afterwards they begin to confess on their own. And I'm saying, I've not offended you. It's one God helping me. That's your problem. To go back to you. But for me, I'm going to keep on working hard, giving God something to bless. So it's not everybody's going to be happy when you begin to succeed. I was poor for a long time. I was kicked out of the house. Nobody cared. Nobody did me juju when I was being kicked out of the house. Nobody cared. But the moment my life changed a bit, everybody now started noticing me. And I was now facing challenges. Some of your relatives even stop talking to you for nothing, or because they're not suffering. I'm telling you, it happens to me. Some people just hate you because they're no longer suffering. They're no longer asking from them, and then they just stop talking to you for no reason. Or because they're no longer suffering. They are disappointed. So I'm here to share with you that, guys, you can change your life. I am a very good example of a poor, broke guy from the village and pushed Uber. Go to city market, everybody knows me. Go to Mandev market there, or Alupiri market in Mandev. No, people know me. I'll push a Uber from there. Machete market, people know me. Go to even one and ask the pedo pusher guy. I have to sell pedo pushers. People know me. Go to Zikas and ask, people know me. I've been hustling up until somehow things worked out. So that's how come I come here and I share my story with you guys. It's just there to help you see that better is possible. Having money gives you options. It's a beautiful thing. So yesterday I launched a program and I said to you, I'm willing to mentor people for only 100 kwacha for 3 months, because the first 3 months of the year is the most important one. So instead of me always having to have meetings with people where I'm going to charge more for my advisory sessions, let me help somebody for the first 3 months of the year. But I want somebody who is willing to sacrifice themselves, because greatness is not free. I could have done this for free, but I know I've done free things before. People don't take free things very seriously. So as I talk, a symbol of commitment, I say, pay 100 kwacha, and I put you in my Telegram group for 3 months, and I'm gonna be available for you every single day. You can ask me any questions. You can come for me. You can come and help. I help you monetize your skills. You can have access to my contacts. I've helped people get jobs. Some people have helped get jobs this year, getting as high as 55,000 kwacha. A lot of people, a lot of accounting students. I've helped over 40 students, 50 students get employment in this country. And I'm just an ordinary guy from the village and pushed a Uber. And I have so much connections. If I get my phone and I ask for a 10,000 kwacha from somebody right now, they'll give it to me. Right now, I can ask for that money from somebody, they'll give it to me. That's how my phone book has become heavy now. So if a guy, a nobody like myself, can have such kind of connections, I strongly believe everybody can. All of you here can. All of you here can. And I believe this is going to happen if we commit ourselves to greatness in 2023. So guys, that's my message to you. I want you to know that there's always something special about you. There's something that you know that somebody does not know that somebody can be able to pay you for. And that's what I want to help you find in 2023. That's why I launched that program. That's why I want you to join. That's why I wanted to help you. Somebody was telling me, said that you want to raise capital. Come on, I'm okay. I can close that group right now and I'll still be okay. I'm not losing anything. I'm okay. But I want to help somebody who is in my shoes to come up. So I'm going to be giving some giveaways tonight for some people. So let me share something with you. So we're going to give out a few things to some people. All right. So let me share this with you so we can do some giveaways now. And I hope that, this year, becomes a year that you dreamed of. So let me share something with you now. Let's do a bit of some giveaways and then let's continue. All right. So guys, those of you who really want to grow in 2023, I invite you to my class for the first 3 months of the year. Every weekend, I'm going to be coming live in a private class and give you a presentation to help you grow. And I'm going to monitor your progress, like I said yesterday. And I'm going to take your questions and I'm going to work with you side by side. I'm going to plan with you. I'm going to help you with budgeting tools for only 100 kwacha as a symbol of commitment. I have spent so much money on education from my Uber and from my Salala business. And today, I'm a chartered accountant. And I'm doing my CFA. I'm going to be a CFA soon. And I'm doing several other programs. So I believe that all of us can do the same. If you're not willing to sacrifice something on financial knowledge, then you're not yet ready for greatness. You're not ready to change your life. There's a woman I really like in this country. Her name is Susan Mwenda Mulongoti. This lady has really changed the way I do my business. She writes books. She's a digital entrepreneur. She's one lady that if you read her books, you can never be the same. You can't grow if you don't spend money. You can't. There's something you have to sacrifice for yourself. People eat Chishima for 100 kwacha and even more. And food. Tonight, people are spending more on alcohol, but they're not willing to spend 100 kwacha on financial mentorship. They can't do that. That's how you know you don't want to grow. Go and buy books and read books. It will help you. Like I told you, I read a book from Susan Mwenda Mulongoti that said, I love that lady so much, and I have so much respect for that lady. She's changing people's lives every single day. I have over 20 people that have recommended who have bought that book, and they are telling me, actually, there are lots of people who bought books because I made recommendations. She's an amazing author. The book she has written, How to Improve 7 Steps to Better Sales Results, is a bomb. That book helped me a lot. It's a bomb. Go and buy that book, read it, understand it. You will see how your life will change. Those are the people you have to associate yourself with. I follow that lady. And instead of just following her, I buy her products. I just don't say I'm the one buying. Sometimes I send my brother to buy for me. And I buy as a way of supporting. And I've bought books for over 10 people from Susan. She just didn't know it's me who's bought. That's how great financial knowledge can be. It can change your life. I'm a qualified accountant. I've learned so much. I've acquired degrees and I've acquired masters, and I'm doing my MBA and I'm doing my CFA and several other qualifications. But I still read books from my friends because I know you can't know everything. It's not about education. Learn from people who've experienced greatness. This lady has experienced it. She's like a mentor sitting next to me every time I'm reading a book and I'm seeing things and I'm changing my life. Go and look for Susan Mwendamlongoti. Go and look for this lady. Look for this lady in 2023. Read her books, please. It's going to help you. I can never talk about better sales without thinking about this lady. She's a master. She's a breath of fresh air. She's just amazing. Those that know this lady are going to tell you she's a marketing genius. She's a genius. I told my friend Nyomba recently to buy a book, and he bought a book and he's telling me, Shadwick, my life is changing every day. My business is changing every single day because I'm applying what this lady is telling me. It's like a mentor sitting next to me. And that's how everybody tells me I've ever bought that book for, and everybody I've ever given it to, and everybody I've ever recommended. That's what they tell me. Go and buy that book and read it. It's going to help you. You need to sacrifice something, guys, to grow. You need something to grow. Sacrifice something. There's something you know that you can sacrifice. So I have these things here, these names here that I want to share with you. Okay. So for me, also have people that I learn from. Okay. Find somebody you can learn from. We all learn from others. You have to recognize that you don't know everything. I may have the qualifications, but I know I don't know everything. So I also want to learn from my friends because I'm not a general dealer. I don't know everything. Like I told you, I read Susan's books because they are very helpful. Do the same. Find somebody. We can't all be inspired by the same people. But maybe Susan, our book is changing lives. Okay, let me share this screen so that I can share some prizes for some people. And I'm gonna the highest prize is gonna go to follower of the year. All right. So the highest prize is gonna go to follower of the year. Yeah. So a follower of the year is gonna get the highest prize tonight. Yeah. Today I ended my year by doing something very meaningful. Yeah. So let me also share this with you so that we can see some of the names and some of the points. We can give some stuff to people and things like that. Okay. So those of you who really want to grow, be ready to sacrifice something. So you're going. There's a 10 of event though on this list. Last week I showed you this list. This is a list for those that have been participating. All right. So those of you who are on this list, I'm gonna share a link right now so that you can join me on the screen, and that would be fantastic. So if your name is on this list here, if you can see, let me try and can I do something like that? Okay, yes. So the other names are not here. Like follower of the year and those are not here. They're not here. Those ones I'm gonna share after this one. Okay, so let's start with this one first for people to engage a lot, and then we are going to go to follower of the year and stuff like that. Okay, so let's do follower of the engagement. So if you can see here on this platform, on this list here, you're able to see that there's Chisi Kwangu. All right, let me just share my link so that we can do some giveaways for some of you here. Some names are not yet here. This is my first list. I'm going to share the second one. Some names are not here. for follower of the year and for other stuff. So let's start with this one first. Let's do this. Let me put a link in the comment. If your name is on this list, I invite you to join me on the screen. Yeah. If your name is on this link, I invite you to join me. Let me just say, click here to join. So click on that link to join. All right. Yeah, so there's a link I've put in the comment. That's the link there. So you want to click that link to join. That's the link that you may want to click if you want to join. Okay. So there's that link which I've put in the comment. Okay. Oh, it's not in the comment. Oh, I put it on the wrong part. Okay, let me put it here. Okay, good. Fantastic. Okay, good. Let's say click there to join, right? So click here to join. Click here to join. Okay. Okay, good. So there's a link in your comment, guys. So you can see that's the link there. So if you're on that list there, you can see your name there. I encourage you to click on that link, and then we can do a few giveaways. All right. We can do a few giveaways and stuff like that. Okay, so guys, as I wait for those guys to click on that link now, those who are appearing on that list, let me just read a few comments and just see. Ntom Pakatere says, I have learned the following from following you from this platform in 2022. 1, to believe in myself. 2, monetize my skills. 3, ukufumia points in everything I do to succeed. Thanks very much, Mr. Sambo. From the moment I started following your page, I'm never the same, and may the good Lord continue blessing you and your family. Thank you very much, Kombe. I'm very grateful for your support. It's always great. Okay. All right. So, guys, those of you who are, do you have Chisi Kwangu on this live? There's Chisi Kwangu. If you are there, click on that link. We have Chisi Kwangu. Those of you who are on that list, if you are here, it would be nice to have you. We have Sandy Mlendema, if you are there, and checks, Lozarin Kawanga Mambwe, Bernard Chongo, Mubanga Katongo, George M. Siame, Helen Piri, Jan Mudasiuluta, Emmanuel Mlenga, and Olipa. That is Olipa Kutoa, yes. Okay, so if you are on that list, those are the names. I'm not sure you can see clearly. If you're on that list, it would be nice to have you. Yeah, it would be nice to have you. So, for example, we have those. That's the first one there. You can see it's not me giving those points, guys. It's Facebook that gives these points. For those that share a lot and those that comment a lot. So those that share, comment, and tag, they are the ones that Facebook gives a lot of points. So you can see this week, there's not the change has been there, but it's a bit minimal. So you can see Chisikwangu has got 310 points. It's not from me. That's how this is fair, because I don't have to be the one to do it. It's a list Facebook makes on behalf of my page, not me to do it. So it's more fair. So that Facebook gives you who is engaging the most, the points they have. So these are the people from the top up to the list. But follower of the year is not on this. Follower of the year is a different list I'm going to share now for those who are going to get the highest prize, possibly very expensive prize. All right. Yeah. So there we go. Sand M. Lendema and checks. Those are in Kawanga, Bernd Chongo, Mwanga Katongo, George M. Siame, Helen Piri, Jan Suruta, Emmanuel Mwanga, and Olipa Kutoa. All right. So if you're not there, it's all right. We can proceed. But if you are there, it would have been nice to have you here and just to interact with some of you. Okay. So I'm going to have some interaction with some of you before we conclude this night. It's going to be a long night. Yeah. Kombe Isaac. Okay, good. Okay. So guys, like I said the other day, I was going to give some things to these people. So for those of you who are students on this list, I want to sponsor you. I'm going to pick somebody and I'm going to sponsor you all the way to advisory if you're an accounting student. If there's an accounting student on this list who's going to win a prize, I'm going to be able, okay, fine, we have Chis there. Okay, Chis has joined me on the screen. Fantastic. So Chisi, good evening, Chisi. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you, sir?
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Chisi, it's good to have you here. And you know you're on top of the list for those that engage a lot.
I'm
and
so
and
happy.
you are the first one to join the live. eh? How
Yes.
is how is your 2020, how has been hand checks, bring hand checks here to come here. Okay, Sandy is here. Sandy, your device is not connected. You have to allow something. You've not allowed Sandy. I can't bring you on screen. Allow something, right? So allow something, Sandy. So Chisi, tell me something. You know, you've performed very well on this platform, and you know I've liked the fact you've started doing your business, and I've been able to buy a shirt from you. I'm very happy about that, and I'm just excited to see that you've started a business and you're doing everything you can to see it grow, right? And I want to work with you going forward, Chisi. Going into 2023, I want to be able to work with you. I want to mentor you. I want to be able to contribute to your growth somehow. Okay. Yeah. And I was happy to see you register for the mentorship session. I was happy to see your name pop up in the morning. Yeah, you're somebody who is consistent, somebody who wants to grow. And I'm very impressed by the way you have done what to do. So tell me, what has been the biggest motivation? What is it that is pushing you to do what to do?
What is pushing me to do what I do? I want to have a financial breakthrough. There is a session where you went live when you said, at least when you have a skill, try to show up. When you show up, things will start happening. From the very day, that's when because I had some clothes which I ordered, but I wasn't advertising much. I was at a slow pace. But from the moment you started encouraging on how to work hard, knock me up when. From that moment, that's when I said no. Let me work hard so that I move out from poverty.
Fantastic. That's great, Chisi. Thank you so much for joining us. Showing up is key, indeed. Showing up. A lot of people are broke because of being shy. A lot of talented people right now are suffering because they are shy. They can't open a Facebook page. They can't come live. They are scared. And they are okay asking for talk time. So shyness has made a lot of dreams to die. So when you show up, you give yourself a chance to grow. Let's go. Mr. Chongo, good evening. Welcome, my friend. It's good to have you here.
Evening, sir. How are you doing?
Fantastic. You've performed very well. You are a regular
I can't get
commenter.
you,
You
sir.
are always. I'm saying you're doing very well on this platform. You are commenting regularly, and we are always happy to have you, Mr. Chongo. Tell us what are you working on going to 2023, and what has been
Eh,
your biggest motivation in 2022?
I can say there are a lot, including you, sir. For the fact that I'm doing business administration in accounting and finance, so I always look up to you and some other people, especially here on Facebook. So I usually spend my time like following people who can able to impact my knowledge, who can able to impact me with positive knowledge, and you
Positive
are one of those
knowledge,
people,
and
sir.
you are one of those people, sir. Oh yeah.
Can you get me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
We are very grateful, Mr. Chongo, for your participation. No, I'm always seeing your name. It's amazing to see.
Thank you,
I would
sir.
like you to join the mentorship group. I want to work with you. I want to see how
Yeah,
we can work to monetize your skills.
I'm ready for that, sir. I'm ready for that.
Indeed. So I
Yes,
want to
sir.
be able to see you, and I want to be able to work with you at a personal level so that we can talk more. In this group, I'll be able to have to be available, because it's difficult sometimes. When you are having business and you are growing financially, it becomes difficult to interact with a lot of people because
Yes, sir.
all you
It's
think
true.
about is business. You're always receiving phone calls. Some people think you don't want to talk to them. Just
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
you have stress with business, and customers are calling, clients are calling. sometimes even just fatigue, you're stressed, it's difficult to have a personal relationship with a lot of people. It's very
Yeah,
difficult.
it's true, sir. And looking at where you are right now, you find that a lot of people are following you. You have to advise them in some certain areas. So you find that even your contact, even your WhatsApp inbox is occupied, and you can't even
Yes.
manage to respond to each and every person. So I can say the program that you want to come up, you want to come up tomorrow. It's a very good program
Yeah.
because it will accommodate a lot of people, and at the same time it will be very easy for you now to interact with the different people rather than you
Yeah.
just doing like you are just chatting with someone, which is time consuming at the same time. But if we come
Yeah.
up together, I think it will be very easy for you to conduct the program.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So that's the biggest idea for this program, because I want to have as many people as I can to talk to on a daily basis directly. So that if somebody has a personal issue, they can just type on the group and I'll pick it up immediately from there, and then we begin to interact from there. So that will be easier for me. And like coming live like this is difficult because people here, it's difficult to talk to them at the personal level. You can't have a phone call. It's very difficult. But
Yes,
in this group, it will be easier for me to also be able to plan a program week by week to talk to people every week live. We do question and answer, and also to monitor progress. Like, for example, there are some people you're going to plan with, those who have got money, those who want to buy land. I'm going to help them.
yeah,
How do you buy land? How do you buy land? How do you start for? How do you sell for land? Okay, if you want to have a tractor, you want to have a vehicle, you want to have, how do you do it? If you want to monetize your
yes,
skill,
sir.
how do you do? So I can talk to somebody at a more personal level on the group now, and like this, because it's difficult sometimes. Like now, if you see my inbox, I have over 2,000 messages that have not yet opened.
You
So I
see.
find that it's difficult to read even the WhatsApp messages because there are a lot of messages.
Yes,
So
sir.
in this group, it will be easier to help people at a personal level. And like where you have to book for a session and then you have to pay a big amount. This one is either don't pay much, just pay 100 kwacha and you forget. And that's
Yes,
one
sir.
thing I've just liked about this whole program. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So all right, so we're gonna go and so here we have Chisi. Chisi, you're walking away with Okay, so the top five, the way it is like this. So from the top here, from the first top five, we said Chisi is walking away with a 300 kwacha, Sandy is walking away with a 250 kwacha, and Cakes with 200 kwacha. That's this is what name is this? Can't even see properly. Uh, Lozarin, so let's say Chisi 300, Sandy 250, Anik checks 200, Lozarin, 150, Bernard 100, and then we have Mubanga, George, Helen, Johnny, Emmanuel. I'm giving you a free card to my private group for personal mentorship. Now, among these people here, I want to know who is a student because I want to sponsor for somebody throughout all the way up to advisory. And this is expensive, guys. You're going to save, or let's say, you're going to save over 10,000 kwacha in school fees if I put you on my program. So if there's a student on this list, I want to be able to help them. Is there a student on the top five? We discussed with my team that we can sponsor one student from the top five. So from the top five people, if there's a student from the top five, I'm going to sponsor you all the way to advisory. You're going to save over 10,000 kwacha in your fees. A lot of money, actually. I think that's the best offer I can do to just help you pay for your your papers. I'm gonna put you in my classes. I'm gonna sponsor you so that you don't have to pay where you are. Right? That would be easy. I don't know what you think about that, Mr. Bennett. For you, the top five, that's a very fantastic offer. Yeah,
Yes,
that's a very
just to say something on that one.
yes.
Yes, I'm a third year student at Charimbana University.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, I'm doing business administrations in accounting and
Mm-hmm.
finance. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir. So yeah, I'm a student.
Okay, so you have courses that you're doing in accounting. So I'm gonna put you in my classes. You're gonna save monies on your fees. I think that's a good offer, Mr. Chongo. I
Thank you, sir.
think everybody wins.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you know. At some point, I
Thank you,
didn't have
sir.
exam fees. Somebody helped me, so I'm gonna want to help somebody as well. So that's fantastic. And then these ones like
Okay,
Mubanga,
sir.
George, Siame, Helen, Jan Mulasiruta, Emmanuel Mlenga, Olipam, what was that? Yeah, and Odipa Kutoa, you're going to be in that particular group for free. Okay, mentorship for free mentorship. And then there's a follower of the year. Okay, so the follower of the year, the names we have three, but out of those three, one of them is gonna walk away. We have Krisheo Heavenly, we have John Matatu, and we have, this is a lady. There's a lady here. Her name is Doris. Yes. So we have all those three people for follower of the year. And these are the three guys. One of them is going to acquire the biggest prize of the night because we are giving one of these guys a chance to go to a hotel of their choice in this country, a luxurious hotel, and have a dinner for two. I think that's amazing, right? And the winner of tonight's follower of the year, I think we did count the points. Let me bring the name here to see who's gonna go. This is on Sunday. You're going. We are sending you on Sunday, this coming Sunday, not tomorrow, next Sunday. But for all of you, I'm making a transfer to you just after this. Yeah. So, yes. So these, for those of you who are from 1 to 5, your transfer is coming right now. That's after this. So we have the follower of the year. Yeah, this one I think is ready. Yeah, there are three guys. There's Krishop, Heavenly, Doris, and we have John Matutu. Yeah, so one of these guys is gonna go on Sunday with their loved one to a hotel of their choice and enjoy themselves. So let's see who is gonna be. Who do you think is gonna be the follower of the year among the three? Kwang, who do you think? Can you just try and guess? We have Krishop, Heavenly, we have John Matutu, and we have Doris. This lady on has one name, Doris. Which name do you think is going to get the prize? If John Matutu and Krisha Evendi are watching, please join us on the screen. John Matutu, are you there? Is there John Matutu? Is there Krisha Heavenly? Is there Doris on this live? If you are there, you can join us. What do you think is gonna get it, Mr. Bernard? Can you guess? John Matutu,
I think Mr. John.
John Matutu. Why?
Yes, sir.
Chisi, how about who do you think? Unmute yourself, Chisi. Who do you think is gonna get it? Follower of the year? Guys in the comment, who do you think is gonna get it? Follower of the year? Chisi, you're on mute. Okay, Mifu says Doris. Okay, fantastic. Chisi, you're on mute. Unmute your speaker. Okay, so the follower of the year, guys, the one going away on Sunday. On Sunday, this coming Sunday. Fungai says Heavenly. Okay. All right. Okay. So now let's see who's gonna get this one. Okay, let me now disclose because she's available already. So the follower of the year is
You see, I don't do so.
John Matutu. John Matutu is the follower of the year. John Matutu will go to a hotel of his choice next week Sunday. So next week Sunday, Mr. John Matutu, if you are on this live, you'd like to join us, or John Matutu and his wife. Or his loved one, they are going to go on a dinner for two at the hotel of their choice. We are going to pay for it. Next week Sunday, be ready. Just test the hotel that you want to go to, and we'll be happy to take you to sponsor you so that you can go there. So John Matutu is the follower of the year. John Matutu has been there since day one. John Matutu has participated every single time. He has been consistent. He has commented. He has shared. He has reacted. He has invited. He has done everything that every other follower has done. And Facebook has been very helpful in helping us to see who is the most engaging person. One thing I like about this because Facebook does it. I don't have to be the one to do it, so it's more fair because it comes from it's come from Facebook giving me the list, giving me the points, and then I just bring the results to you. I think that's more fair, unlike me doing it because I may be sometimes you may be biased. There are some names that I keep seeing.
Yeah,
that I
it's
keep
true.
seeing. Like for example, that other week, we had a name Ntompa Katele was on top of the list, and suddenly Ntompa was surpassed by almost 10, 15 people. You see? So I was just watching the change, and I was surprised. I said, wow. So Ntompa Katele was on top, and suddenly it was surpassed. So it's not me to do it, it's Facebook that does it. So follower of the year has been Matutu John. So Matutu John, we're gonna send you to your hotel of your choice with your loved one for dinner for two. I would have loved if Matutu John was here, but it's not here. But anyway, that's the winner for tonight. So guys, I want to end this broadcast by telling you that you know what, it's very much possible to make a difference. We can work together. If you want mentorship for the first 3 months of the year, so we start tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have our first session. Tomorrow night we start with our first session, right? I'm gonna share the time on the group. I think I'm gonna share the time on the group where we're going to start with our first session, committing to greatness. And our first session is going to go about raising our standards. It's going to be a life-changing session. For those of you who have already registered for mentorship, it is only 100 kwacha, 100 kwacha only, and only 100 kwacha. Please feel free to come through, and we'll be happy to work with you. Just tomorrow, we are going to do this, and we are going to see how we're going to work together. I have some budgeting tools that I'm going to share with you because I don't want to just be talking. We want to act. If you can't act on your goals, no one will act for you. That's one thing I want you guys to always remember. It's your job to act on your goals. It's your job to change your life. It's your job to do everything necessary to improve your family's life and yourself. So those of you who are willing to be able to be part of this big thing, please feel free to join us tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to start with our first presentation, right? First presentation tomorrow we are going to start so that we may be able, to just help somebody. Okay. The price is 100 kwacha for the first 3 months of the year. So now I can read a few comments and I'll be happy. Yeah, so there we go. So that's our show there. That's our show. You can see it talks about the greatness. The theme is behind, and that's what you're going to be able to do next week. So guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. And I'm looking forward really to working with you. I'm looking forward to seeing to it that we work together. I'm always looking forward to see how we are going to improve and change somebody else's life this coming year. If we work together, I strongly believe that change is possible. I strongly believe that better is possible. Please catch me tomorrow. We are going to go live, not on Facebook, in a private meeting where we are going to talk more about greatness and how you can, embrace greatness. So this is the follower of the year, John Matatu. Thank you so very much, brother, for having you on this platform. You've been such a brother. So this is not 200 kwacha, it's 100 kwacha. I think there was a small mistake on this post. Our designer put 200 kwacha, please. It's not 200 kwacha. I think let me just even remove it. It's 100 kwacha, only 100 kwacha for the first 3 months, not 200 kwacha. Let me remove this one. Okay, let me remove it. Okay. So just a few comments maybe before I go. All right. So guys, thank you very much. There are lots of comments. I can't even afford to read all of them because there are a lot. We have a lot of comments, guys. There are over 100 comments. There are lots of comments I can't even afford to read. But guys, I just want you to know that I'm grateful for your support. I wish you well. You're at home, you've been with me all this time, which means you're protecting yourselves, taking care of yourselves, wanting to come up tomorrow and show up. So thank you very much, guys. I'm just sharing some few comments. There are quite a lot of comments. I'm unable to share all of them, guys. As you can see, these are quite a lot of comments coming through. So right now, all those of you who have won something, please just send for me a message and send for me the mode of how you want me to send that token to you. Every week now, we're going to be giving a winner. We're going to be giving a prize every week. Every week, there's going to be a giveaway every week to our followers, those that share and tag. Those that share, tag, invite, we are going to be giving you a lot. So those that comment, share, and tag, you are going to be receiving awards almost every week. So guys, thank you so very much. I've also learned a lot from you. Thank you very much. There are lots of comments. I cannot afford to bring all of them here. But as you can see, we have a lot and lots of comments coming through. So guys, thank you so very much. I wish you an ultimate 2023. May God fulfill you. May God bless your efforts. May God see to it that you succeed. Please remember, it's your job to give God something to bless. And begin to work towards achieving that which you desire. So guys, there's a lot of comments. I'm just trying to share as many as I can to just show appreciation to you, our dear audience, for your unwavering support. So there we go. We have lots and lots of comments. I can't read all of them, but thank you so very much for participating and for coming through and for showing up. Thank you so very much. All right, so there we go. So those who want something, just inbox me in my WhatsApp and I'll be happy to send to you the token. Comments are still coming, guys. I'm unable to read all of them, but I'm grateful for your participation. This shows that we have an audience that is engaging and that knows the value of knowledge. So guys, from me to you, I say may God bless you and may God fulfill you. Have a fantastic 2023 and I wish you the very best. Above all, have health and happiness. Tomorrow we meet in our class, of course, for committing to greatness, where we're going to do a first class on raising standards and committing to greatness. Have a fantastic night, guys. It's from me, your financial friend, and I'm gonna say, bye-bye.